Okay, let's do this. Let's go to the cemetery. A tough choice, but I had to choose one of them. Told the others I had plans, and that I'd meet up with them some other time. Then, when noon rolled around, I headed to my destination. Reginald was not outside the cemetery gates, as I had expected. So I had to delve deeper into the cemetery. First I was worried that he had already left. But eventually I was able to find him on one of the paths. Seemed to be looking at a few graves, as if he were looking for someone. Called out to him as to not startle him. Noticed me and waved me over, so I made my way over to him. Hello again, Reginald. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you too. Yeah, I would say likewise, but after, the ending of the last route, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about all this now. Now that I know for a fact that I was right about him being, a murderer. I'm surprised you showed up. I thought you might be busy in last minute. Well, we kind of were, but now we're on to your route, so. Well, even if you weren't here, I'd probably be here anyways. Besides, I wanted to see you. Thought it'd be nice to talk again, since last time we were both preoccupied with books. I'm glad to hear that. I was thinking the same thing. Oh, and speaking of books, before I forget, Reggie handed me the book from the other day. Don't worry about checking it out of the library. Told them I'm giving it to you, so had them extend the due date under your name. Oh, thank you, I think. I'm surprised they let you do that. Anyways, why are you here? Are you missing someone? I know it hasn't been too long since the funeral service, so... Oh heavens, no. Sorry if I made you think that. I'm just here for business. Yeah, we know what kind of business. Business? Oh right, he's also supposedly a coffin maker. Do you work at the cemetery? Because I've never seen you around here before, Oh no. Agreed to meet the caretaker here since they couldn't get off work. See, I'm a coffin maker, and, well, someone is in need of a coffin soon. Yeah, I wonder how you know that, Reginald. Oh, you're a coffin maker. You never told me that. Well, he did kind of tell us that just in a previous route. So, wow. That's really neat, actually. Are you impressed by that? I'm not really into these things, I was here for a reason, after all. I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you sooner then. If you really like coffins, I can show you a few I designed. Yes, specifically for Mary, right? And one she's specifically, done for other people. Our portfolio back at home, but sure I have a few pictures on my phone I can show to you. Oh, yes, please do. Just gotta hope there's no dead bodies in them, I'd really love to see. He's so pleased with himself, that's cute. Reggie showed me a few pictures on his phone of some coffins he's made. They were all so detailed and intricate. Seemed personalized to the person they belonged to. I was taken aback. Could have stared at them all day if he'd let me. Oh, trust me, he will do that at some point, right? Anything to make Mary happy. Wow, those are really beautiful. You really made those. I'd love to be buried in one of those one day. Oh, trust me, much sooner than you think, maybe. Was that weird? Oh, no, you flatter me. I'm happy you like them so much. What's with that look? What look? I wasn't making a look. Sorry, I just had a sneaking suspicion. But no, I'm sure I'm wrong. Like our suspicion that we had before that you were a murderer? Right. Yeah, I know we're gonna let that go in my head. Suspicion? About what? Oh, I was just thinking that you want me to design a coffin based off of you, too. Wait, are you serious? I mean, I know I don't need it right now, but I'd be so happy if you did. I mean, we hardly know each other, but that's so generous. Oh, there's nothing really. I thought someone like you would appreciate that offer, and I could always use a new muse. It'd be my pleasure. Are you seriously gonna draw me like one of your French girls type of thing? Especially if it would make you that happy. Yeah, we know, Reginald. Just have to promise you won't go dying on me anytime soon. Right. Oh my gosh. Sorry, the idea of it is so flattering. Do you really think I'd make a good muse for one? Absolutely. When we met, I remember you telling me about how much you loved this place. Who could ever be better for inspiration for my work? I know you love the cemetery, so we can stay here a while if you want. I will have to leave for my lunch break soon. You're still willing to join me? Oh, right. We can go whenever you like. Although I do feel kind of bad. Craven invited me to lunch today too. Who's Craven? He's my cousin. I mean, we're not actually blood related. And we're not like in-laws or anything. His family has just always been really close to mine, ever since we were kids. So I call him cousin, even though he's not one. Now, sometimes he can feel more like an annoying older brother. Especially with his nasty attitude lately. Nasty attitude? Yeah, he's been very easy to upset lately. Though I guess I can't really blame him. I know I don't really help. Well, I think he made the right decision to come here instead. You do? Absolutely. You shouldn't force yourself to be around someone who's making you feel so bad. Really, Mary, you have to take care of yourself, you know. So let's go somewhere where you don't even have to think about it. Don't worry about a boy like that. If he ever really gets on your nose, you can always give me a call. Right, Reginald, right. Because I'm sure you take care of it. Right. I won't mind. I understand how frustrating people can be sometimes. You mean that? Thanks, Reginald. That means a lot to me. Of course. Come now, let's get going. Oh, and on the way, Maybe you can recommend one of those soju mangas to me. I completely forgot about that whole conversation we had about the mangas. I've been meaning to find one to read. Reginald and I went to find somewhere to eat on his lunch break. Even though I hadn't known him long, he was treating me as if we were always friends. It was a strange feeling, but I can't say it was one that was unwelcomed. He talked so casually without pauses or hesitance in his voice. I couldn't understand why. Just felt so bizarre. Yeah, like he's known me a lot longer than we've actually known him for a while, right? Not even in a bad way, maybe I'm still not used to making friends. You know, with a murderer. But I'm glad I had a chance now with someone who... Before we could decide on anywhere to go, Reginald received a phone call. It was a client of his. Looked at me apologetically, told me he had to leave right away. Told him it was alright and we parted ways. After he left, I headed back to the cemetery. Didn't see anyone else there the rest of the day. I don't know if that's a good thing anymore. When I got home that night, I did my usual routine. To finish it off, I plopped on my bed and took out my phone, just like usual. Okay, now that we're all the way back here, I'm gonna go for that married couple, seeing as it's the only other option we haven't gone through. I knew they were married because the bride was wearing her gown. I was still a little girl then. So she looked like a princess in my eyes. The dress was pretty enough to lose yourself in, and she attracted quite a bit of attention when she came in. Especially from me. My dad asked why they were here of all places. Bride said that she wanted her grandfather to see her in her dress. My grandfather was dead and buried in the cemetery right next to us. So it was the closest she would get. I remember talking to her. She was so kind. Or at least that's how I remember her. I asked if she was sad that her grandfather died. And she said she wasn't. She said he wasn't gone, just someplace else. She could visit him at any time right in the cemetery. Those words, that idea, really stuck with me as a child. Maybe that's one of the reasons I enjoy visiting so often. Probably sounds really silly, but it really means a lot to me in the moment. Can't remember what it is she came in here for exactly, but I do remember the exact seat she sat in at the counter. I'd always try to sit there too whenever I could, but now it's all covered in dust. No one's here. Okay, moving on from that, we are now going to call Reginald. Quickly called Reginald. He was close by, so he could get here the quickest. Oh yeah, I'm sure he's close by. Maybe on his way over. You might see that intruder. Come on, please pick up. Hello? Mary? Reginald? Reginald, you're in the cemetery right now, right? Yes, why? Can you come over here? Over where? Next door, the diner. I'm here and I really need your help. Help? What's wrong? What happened? I'll explain it once you're here. Can you please just come over? Certainly, I'll be there momentarily. Thank you. It was only a few minutes before Reginald got here. It felt like hours to me. Once he arrived, he commented on how shaken I looked, asked what happened. I told him everything. About how my parents were missing and how I was supposed to be here. I asked if he had seen a hooded person on the way over, looking like they were in a rush. But he said he didn't see anything. Yeah, I wonder why. Wasn't really sure what he could do to help, but he offered to look around with me, and we could see if they left anything behind. Thought that sounded like a good idea at the time. Made the most sense in my head. We started in the dining area, and slowly worked our way upstairs. I guess I must have looked really scared, because the look Reginald gave me when he faced me again looked so worried that it worried me even more. He assured me that I didn't have to worry. Offered to hold my hand to help me calm down. I accepted. Looked around, but couldn't find anything suspicious left behind. However, when we investigated my room, noticed one of my plushes had disappeared. It's one of my favorites, and I'd always kept it right on the shelf next to my bed, so it couldn't have gone lost so easily. Did they take it? I thought it put my stomach in knots. I think they must have been in here while I was dozing off in the other room. Oh God. Eventually we gave up on looking. There was nothing else of note. It's not like we could really do anything right now. We headed back downstairs. At the very least, having Reginald here was able to calm me down some. Mary, very sorry I wasn't able to help you as much as you would have liked. What? No, don't say that. You helped me a lot. I'm very glad you came. Really, I feel a lot better. Really? You sure? Yes, thank you. Well, I'm glad I was able to help in at least one regard. I was wondering why this place had closed down so suddenly. I had no idea it was because its owners went missing. Shame too. No, I had only been in here when we first met, but I would have loved to have come again. Sorry, that was the wrong choice of words. I didn't mean... No, I'm fine. It's fine. It'll open again once they come back. Well, for your safety then, can you please not come in here until they get back? Huh? I don't know who was in here earlier, but there is a possibility they might come back. Oh, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you, Reginald? Could be dangerous, right? What if you got hurt? Again, you'd know all about that, right? You have to look out for yourself, Mary. Sure you miss your parents dearly, but they wouldn't want you putting yourself in danger now, would they? Yeah, I suppose you're right. I never even thought of it that way. You're right, I'll lock this place up again. Then, at least, if that person does come back, at least they can't get in. Yeah, unless they want to break a window or two. Sounds like a good idea. Here, let's go. Why don't you walk around the cemetery with me? I'm sure it'll at least feel better than staying here. Yeah, you're right. I think I'd like that. Thank you. Let Reginald take me to the cemetery, away from the diner. Told me to show him all my favorite spots. Occasionally he asked about a decorated grave. Asked if I knew who the person there was. wish I was able to have more answers for him. I mean, wouldn't he know a lot more about them, you know, being a coffin maker and whatnot? The rest of my day was pretty hazy. Couldn't stop thinking about what had happened. Didn't really feel any sort of relief until I got into bed that night. But you know, it's never a relieving part of my day anyways. Okay, we after the funeral of the kid. Or the grandkid, yeah. Reginald? What are you doing here? Well, I just happened to be walking by when I noticed you in there. Oh, I'm so sure, Reginald. Is everything alright? Oh, yes. Everything's fine. She wasn't like a family member or anything like that. Ah, that's a relief. It's always a sad thing, is it not? Yes, it is. It's okay. I know you don't want to see it that way. Well, since you're here, do you mind helping me with something? Oh? I was just about to head down to the store to pick up a few things. Some screws, nails, a hammer or two, maybe some antifreeze. It's the stuff I'm running low on, or need to replace. You want my help for this? I'm not very educated in tools and all. Oh no, that's alright. You don't need to be. I just appreciate the company is all. But if you'd rather not, let's leave this guy bore me. Alright. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Oh, no. I mean, yeah, I can come. It's not like I have anything better to do. Lovely. Come with me. I hope you don't mind that we'll have to walk. I would have brought my car, but it was too nice a day to pass up the chance to walk. In the rain? Rightly so. Low water never hurt nobody. I mean, means that nobody's going to be walking around in this kind of weather and not see you walking around being suspicious and all. Right, Reginald? Well, I guess you got a point. Reginald's logic didn't really make sense to me, but I decided to accompany him to the hardware store anyways. Not like I ever go there, so it'd be a nice change of pace. Come to think of it, I didn't really know where the hardware store was located until Reginald showed me. I guess it's good that I know now. If you ask me what the hardware store is, I'll know how to answer. Hardware store wasn't too far away from where we were, but it felt like quite the walk since I didn't know how to get there. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I've ever actually been in a hardware store. So Reginald held the door open for me. Small smell of fertilizer wafted forward. Quite intense. We entered into what looked like the gardening section. The poster on the side, eat more screws. Or screw you. Well, here we are. Thank you again for coming along. I do appreciate it. Yeah, of course. Thank you for inviting me. It's nice to go somewhere different. Oh, what is it that you needed again? I've got a list in my pocket, actually. Hey, would you like to turn it into a game? Okay. Oh, how do you mean? Let's split the list in half. We'll each take a half and look for the items on our own. Then we'll come back here when we're finished. If you can get here before me, I'll reward you. By not killing me. Reward me? I'll get a prize? Something like that. But you had to beat me first. Okay, I think I can do that. Maybe. Let's do it then. Which is Reginald and Reggie listened to and handed one half over to me. Well, what do you know? I know this door like the back of my hand. Hey, I might still win. After that, Reginald went on his own and left me with my share of the list. Let's see here. Antifreeze. An axe. Tape measure. And rat poison. Yeah, right. Of course we get the most interesting part of the list. Oh, that's not very nice. That's all you can say, Mary? That's all you can think about? I'll mention that to him later. Now I had to get the things on the list. After all, I now had a challenge to win. I didn't anticipate how big this store was. It already looked big from the outside, but now that I was walking on it, or in it, it was huge. I really don't like the creepy ambience that we got going on here. It was a weird feeling walking in here by myself. Especially considering I don't really come in these places. Don't know what I was really expecting, but it was so empty. I didn't even see any workers around. Despite that, I kept hearing footsteps. I mean, it is a store, you know. Reginald called out. No response. What am I doing? Place isn't scary. Just gonna get the things he asked me for. What was on that list? Hey, where'd the list go? Did I drop it somewhere? Ah, shoot. Huh, that's okay. Pretty sure I remember what was on it. It's pretty hard to forget, you know. I'll get those things and find my way back to the front. I just had to get a screwdriver, masking tape, measuring tape. Go back and start over. Well, we got antifreeze to start off with. Picked up a gallon of antifreeze. Should I get this blue one? Oh wait, maybe it was the green one. Maybe I'll ask him later. Okay, next was the axe. Picked up an axe. Is this the right kind? I mean, he's using it for wood, right? That should be good. What else would you use an axe for? It's heavy. Okay, next was the rat poison. Picked up a bottle of rat poison. Okay, and yeah, you're not gonna talk about that. And then the other one was the measuring tape. Got the roll of measuring tape. Always used to play with these as a kid. Try to see how long I could stretch it. Okay, and that is it. Picked up what I thought he needed and decided to head back towards the counter. After all, if I took too long, I would lose the race. At least I knew my way back. Or at least I got back to the meeting spot before Reginald did. You know, because he was probably following me around. I had to wait for about a minute before he showed up. I see you made it back before me. Well done. Well, do you have everything? Yes, here you are. Ah, you did get it all. And just the brands I like too. You haven't been spying on me, have you? Yeah, right, Reginald. I'm sure it's not the other way around. After making sure Reginald had everything he needed, and I headed up to the front counter to pay for it all. One by one, he put all his stuff into the conveyor belt, and it slowly began to move across as the cashier began to scan it. Got quite a bit of stuff, Reginald. I feel bad. Oh, why's that? Well, you don't have a car with you. Now you gotta carry these bags back home. Would you want me to help you? Oh, don't worry your silly little head about that. A little fresh air and exercise does me some good. You know, keep your wits and body sharp when murdering people. You're not even going to take a bus? No, I'm quite alright. Reggie, can I ask you something? Yes, of course. Is everything alright? Well, I mean, right, poison is kind of obvious, so let's go with the axe. Yes, I did. That requires me to have a lot of wood. I know that you're worried about that, though. You do? You're worried I'm going to hurt myself, aren't you? Yeah, totally. Nothing to worry about. I've done this kind of stuff before. Just happened to break the old one last time. Oh, alright. Hey, do you want anything? Huh? They've got a shelf over there with some candy. Don't mind buying you a chocolate bar if you want one. Oh, no, that's alright. You don't have to. Are you sure? I mean, is that supposed to be my prize for winning the race? No. I'm still thinking about what your prize should be. But since we're here anyways, might as well, right? So thank you for spending time with me today. Are you really sure? Of course I am. Just a candy bar. It's not a big deal. In that case, thank you. Reginald bought me a chocolate bar. Made me very happy. I made sure to thank him for it, even though he insisted it was his thanks to me. After we left the store, Reginald had to head home, saying he ought to drop off his tools and stuff. So he felt bad not being able to invite me to do more. I told him it was completely okay. He didn't need to do anything. I had a nice time today. Time must really fly. Because when I checked the time afterwards, we were already well into the afternoon. I ended up heading home just a little early that day. Didn't have much else to do outside, so I went home. Read some books, made myself dinner, and then put the leftovers in the fridge. Then I washed up, put on pajamas, and, well, do I even have to explain what I did after that? Who's texting me so late at night? Mary, are you awake? I understand if you aren't, of course. It's a bit late, isn't it? Whenever you read this, do respond. Reginald? Why are you up so late? Oh, hello. Don't worry about that. I just thought of the perfect prize for you. I'm sure about that, Reginald. And I had to tell you as soon as I possibly could. Really? What is it? I was seeing my work the other day, right? Unless you were just flattering me. Anyways, I was thinking you could come to my workshop. I could show you how a coffin is made. At least the way I do it. I thought it'd be a nice idea if you're into it. You're serious? I'm allowed to come see? Of course you are. I wouldn't have invited you otherwise. Then, yeah, I'd love to see. I think that'd be really cool. Thank you so much. Of course, I'm often alone, so it'll be nice to have some company. Yeah, I'll send you the directions momentarily. Reginald gave me the directions to his workshop. We made plans to meet there in a few days. I always wondered what went into making coffins, so I was plenty excited to be able to see it for myself. There only is so much you could read online about stuff like this. Being able to experience it firsthand would be something entirely different. Honestly, it was a bit hard to contain how giddy I was. I felt like a kid again, excited for a field trip the next day. Well, back when I was still in school with other kids and all. Anyways, I was excited. After feeling like I'd been waiting forever, the day finally arrived. Getting off the bus at the closest stop, walked to the location Reginald told me I should go. Told me it was a bit of a ways on the sidewalk, and not too close to many buildings. Yeah, not suspicious at all, is it, Reginald? Honestly felt like I walked into a whole new city. Definitely wasn't as brick and mortar as back where I'm used to being. So many trees and buildings were so spread. Grass grew in such a way that it didn't feel overgrown, despite reaching a bit above your ankles. Walked down the town's cracked sidewalk until I came across a pebbled path. Following it down, I caught sight of Reginald's workshop. So old-fashioned. It was big, but completely made of wood. It almost looked like its own little cottage way out here. But it was charming, and I liked it. Went up to the door and gave it a few gentle knocks. Didn't hear anything at first, but then Reginald opened the door. At first he had a not so happy expression on his face. It was only for a split second, but I noticed it before it changed. Yeah, I'm definitely worried about my safety now. Ah, Mary, you're here. Come in. So glad you could make it. Well, I mean, I do like me a man in suspenders. I took a step into the workshop. It was so cozy in here. It was such a gentle sunlight falling through the windows, and the smell of sawdust was prominent in the air. But it was a good kind of sawdust smell. It smelled like productivity and hard work. Actually, just started my break, but you're free to look around and ask about things in the meantime. Are you sure? I don't want to bother you on your break. Oh, nonsense. Can't think of a better way to spend my free time. Wait, anything you're curious about? It's a lot more woodsy than I expected. These are your work clothes? I mean, do I really want to ask you about that? Are those your tools you're working with? Are you always alone here? Is what you work in the back? Oh, not always. I wonder what that means. Hey, Reginald? Okay, just about always. Yeah, at least not alive people. But it's alright. I don't mind it. Gives me out some others when they need bases and all. I'm not always alone. So don't worry about it. Besides, are any of us really alone? Looked at me after saying it. Right. Don't like that about what that implies. Is that your work in the back? Indeed, it is. It's the base right now, though. Nothing too special about it yet. I think it looks pretty good, though. Especially since it's not like I know how to do any of this stuff. Well, if you'd like, you could take a step inside. No thanks. I'm good. You could be my little tester. Yeah, right. Whoa, really? Sure, I mean... Haven't you always wanted to know what it was like to actually lie in one? I'm sure you've imagined it, Reginald. I know I have. Yeah, we know, Reginald, we know. Yeah. I'd like to try it if that's okay. Of course it is. I wouldn't have offered otherwise. I stepped into the coffin. Even though it was still standing upwards, crossed my arms as if I had been lying down in it. Reginald gave me a teensy wave as he lifted the lid and placed it over the coffin, accompanying me in darkness inside. How's it feeling there? It's cozy, I think. I'm sure it'll be a lot cozier once it's finished. And once you're dead. Maybe we'll add some nice cushions and a shiny finish to really put it over the top. Yeah. Always did wonder what it feels like in those. Guess you'll have to let me try it again when it's finished. Hello? Reginald? Still out there, right? Yeah, I think it's starting to get a bit dusty in here. Hello? Guess I'll just let myself out then? Huh? I pushed the lid in front of me, but it didn't budge at all. Pushed harder, but to no avail. Reginald? Can you hear me? I have to get out now. Hey? How much air is in here anyways? Tried pushing again. No use. No matter how much I yelled out to him, it seemed as if Reginald had just vanished. Hey! Let me out, please. Punched the lid in an attempt to get out. Felt a pain surge through my wrist as I did so. But still, I did it again. And again. And again. Help me. Please. Let me out. Let me out. Please. Can't get out. Please. If only it was let out. What the fuck was that about, Reginald? Trying to catch my breath, I was met with the face of Reginald. He looked quite shocked to see me in such a state. Yeah, you're the fucking reason I'm in this state, Reginald. Mary? What happened? What do you mean, what fucking happened? Are you alright? Do I look alright to you? Where were you? Did you hear me screaming in there? No, someone knocked on the door. Yeah, right. You would be able to get out on your own, so I... shaken. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, right. I just got so nervous when I couldn't get out. Sorry. No. I'm the sorry one. Really, I'm so sorry. Today was supposed to be nice, but I shouldn't have left you alone. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you, okay? You don't have to. It's alright. I felt bad. It wasn't your fault. It is my fault. Besides, I won't feel good about it unless I do something to make it up to you, okay? It's just how I am. Stayed for about less than an hour after that. Became pretty awkward after my little panic. Reginald still looked like he felt really bad. Oh, he should feel bad. I told him that I'd let him work in peace. He told me it was okay if I wanted to leave. Which we should have done. He'd like to see me again soon. He said our goodbyes and I left, not wanting him to feel any worse over it. Didn't do much of the rest of the day. I had, well, planned around this, but now I didn't feel out for doing much at all. Went back home and decided to just relax. I'm sure that once I was fully calm, what happened today wouldn't have seemed that bad at all. So I spent the rest of my evening at home, till it was time for bed once again. Days following were mostly uneventful, but I think that's probably a good thing. I did need something to shake things up even more. First 2 days that passed, I did my usual hobbies. Went to the cemetery, placed flowers, planted flowers. Didn't really talk to anyone, but that was fine too. On the third day it was raining, so I decided I would stay home. Tried to finally take out the manga I got from the library. I hadn't started it yet, but it seemed to be the perfect day to. Lit the fireplace as I curled up with a blanket next to it, expecting to spend quite a while sitting there. It was a thick book, but I was sure I'd finish it all in a sitting. As for its content, well, it wasn't the best manga I'd ever read. But it was still really interesting. It captivated me nonetheless. The story was mostly lighthearted, and at some points even felt like a comedy. But I'd just gotten to a part that was a bit more serious, making me all the more invested. Ooh, I definitely like this. Changing the art style and very neat. Main boy was hopelessly in love with the main girl. That was obvious enough from the start. Despite this, he wanted to be her boyfriend. In fact, he didn't want to be in a relationship with her at all. Manga had been pretty comedic up until that point. It's mostly about the boy taking wild steps to keep the girl his friend, but also not wanting it to evolve into more. Or even insinuate he had feelings for her. He never explains why he doesn't want to date her, just that he doesn't. But now it appears the girl has grown feelings for him in return, making things all the more complicated. It looks like the boy was just ready to confess why he felt the way he did. Completely immersed as a 10-page, only to be met with, That's weird. Oh, how terrible. Someone's vandalized the pages with some sort of black paint or nail polish, it seemed. Turned to the next page to make sure the rest of the book was alright. Sure enough, the other pages were also scribbled in black. Except for one. The fuck? There was a drawing on it. It looked like some kind of writing underneath. Made me feel disappointed. And that's not exactly how I would describe I'm feeling right now. Now that's not all that common for edgy teenagers to write in books and all. But still, this belonged to the library. You shouldn't damage it. Try to look on the bright side and think that maybe it was a donation to the library instead. Someone had drawn in this book when they owned it, and donated it without realizing. Still though, did no one check to see if the book was in good enough shape to be donated? Oh, there's nothing I could do about it now. I made a mental note to tell the library of the damaged book when I went next. Flipped back through the beginning pages to make sure I didn't miss any other marks. But when I did... Oh hell no! I don't like this at all! Page I was just on looked nothing like it did before. All the characters, it's like they were looking straight at me. Then a page and it was the same. All eyes were on me. Completely startled and had thrown the book away from me. Yeah, let's burn it in the fucking fire, please. But I didn't see where I was throwing. Oh. I mean, I was only joking, but... In my panic, I had thrown the book into the fire. As you should. Totally intended for it. Oh no. No. Wanted to save it, but it was too late. Put the fire out wouldn't have saved it. It was already pitch black and burning into ash. I hit myself in the head. I was always so careful with the library books, and now I just let one get completely destroyed. Stupid. But it's probably for the best, because it looked like it was, like, haunted and whatnot. Yeah. And then the book was beyond a rescue. Still had to clean the fireplace now. So I had to gather the proper tools to clean it. Kneeling in front of the fireplace, I had my phone go off. Picked it up shortly after, worried that it might have been Craven needing something important. It was Reginald, once again. Hello, Mary. How are you feeling tonight? Yeah, it's kind of, you know, ominous and whatnot. Especially after what we just witnessed. Maybe he knows what's going on. Maybe he caused it, you know. Me? Okay, I guess. Are you sure? I feel terrible about what happened the other day. What do you mean? When you got stuck, remember? Well, perhaps spit it if you don't remember. Well, anyways, I've still been feeling pretty awful about that. Thinking of ways I can make it up to you somehow. And luckily, an opportunity has presented itself. Oh, you don't have to do anything. Really, it's alright. Please, I think you'll really like it. Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. But I'd say it was meant to be. So perfect for you, after all. You see, I was recently invited to a funeral. I mean, I know Mary likes to go to funerals and stuff, but yeah, when being invited to one by Reginald or people, it makes me feel, yeah, I feel like I should trust my gut feeling on this one and not go. Who better to invite with me than you? Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you feeling alright? Oh yes, no need to worry. It was no one close, just someone I used to know a long time ago, right? And you totally didn't have anything to do with their death. I'd seen them in ages, so it was surprised to be even me that was invited. Since I thought you would like to come. You do like these events, right? Well, I guess I can't deny that I do. But are you really sure it's okay for me to come? Of course. I think if anyone can put the fun in funeral, it's you. Oh, shucks. Reginald afforded me the details of the funeral. Told me where I'd be meeting him. Despite our area's pretty cemetery, funeral was going to be entirely in a church. I had never been to a funeral in a church before. Each one I've attended has been outside. And it's a lot easier to walk into one that's held outdoors. Now that I was invited, I could not deny. Did feel a little excited. Is that bad? I don't really go to churches, but they've always seemed to be pretty from the outside. Just never had a reason to go. But now I do. I kept in touch with Reginald until that day. Always double checking the details such as the time and location. I didn't want to be late or hold anything up or cause any disruptions. Reginald kept assuring me that would be alright though. They'd wait for me outside so I wouldn't get too lost either. The day of the funeral I wore my usual attire. It's one of the great things about dressing like this. Always funeral ready. I mean, it's not the only reason I like to dress like this. I just like the colour black a lot. I think red is still my favourite colour. Probably. When I turned down the street the church was on, I spotted Reginald standing on the front steps. He spotted me in return and gave a polite wave as he waited for me to reach him. Why, don't you look nice? Oh, really? I'm just wearing what I usually do. Yes, I know. That's a nice look for you. Ah, right. Here, take this. Reginald handed me a small package of tissues. Gee, thanks. I know you're not one to cry at these events. But just in case. Oh, thank you. It's very considerate of you. Do you think you'll need them too? Oh, no. I'm not much of a crier, I'm afraid. Besides, I think it's hard to be sad with you around. Aren't you just a charmer, Reginald? Reginald opened the door for me and I stepped inside. I'd always admired this building from the outside and had never been inside before. Ceilings towered above us. Walls were clean and dark. Tiled floors below us gave a pleasant sound when stepped on. Just into the direction we'd been heading in for the service. There were a lot of people. That made me happy. Man, churches always did bore me. We all headed into the room, everyone looking for a proper pew to sit in with a nice enough view of the priest. Sat down in the closest open spot to me, and almost immediately I felt an overwhelming sense of dread. Not sure what caused it, why it was happening. Yeah, it's probably because we're with Reginald. But it was as if the world was ending. Somehow. I don't know. Just couldn't place this overwhelming sense of doom that I was feeling. Looked around. Seemed like no one else was experiencing it. It was so prominent to me. Almost tangible. Like a heavy weight that was sinking into your shoulders. Or loud music that reverberated through your bones. Some things were so high, I had plenty of room to sit. Yeah, I felt so terribly claustrophobic. I could not even hear what the priest was saying. Rather, I could hear it, but I felt as if I could not listen properly. As if they were speaking underwater. What was this feeling? It was making me feel sick. I felt the temples of my head start to throb. More time went on. And each muffled noise that coursed its way through the room. Someone gave me a sense of nausea. As if just the vibrations of the sound caused me to feel dizzy. Something wasn't right. So all I could think to myself. I felt almost paralyzed in my seat as the bad feeling continued, so on and so forth. It's hard to describe exactly how it felt. Was this a stroke? A heart attack? I couldn't pinpoint this feeling. I just knew that something wasn't right. Or somebody wasn't right, eh? I wasn't even sure how to handle these feelings. It was as if I had entered some kind of dreamlike state. As if I was feeling and everything around me was all some sort of elaborate dream. It was scary and claustrophobic. I felt like I had tunnel vision and the world around me was becoming blurred. All the noises around me felt so muffled and yet so loud. Made my ears ring. All the while, the only message my brain was feeding me was that something wasn't right. I didn't want to be disrespectful to the service or anything, but I had to leave. At least, just leave the room. How long had this going on anyways? Felt like it had been hours, but that couldn't have been the case. I think I was just feeling really sick and that's why. I eventually worked up the strength to exit the room. Things didn't seem quite so close in when I did. I still felt tidal waves of nausea rush over me every few moments. Couldn't understand what was causing this to happen. I felt terrified. In a dizzy state, I stumbled about until I found a bathroom. Went inside. Lights were bright and fluorescent in contrast to the rest of the church. Buzzing noise and the stark whiteness of the room did not help my condition at all. As if overloading my senses even more. Luckily, I was already in front of a toilet. My sickness got the better of me. I threw up. And something definitely was not right. What the hell? Am I getting possessed or something? Whatever I puked into the toilet was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. It was pure black, and it glistened oddly in the light. Like ink or tar. Did this really come out of me just now? Or am I just seeing things? This feeling of nausea still hasn't left. Knock on the door. Wasn't given much time to inspect it further. Truthfully, I didn't know if I wanted to. I had to just be seeing things, right? Told whoever outside that I'd just be a minute. Flushed the toilet and wiped the seat with the toilet paper. What a murky, inky black water. Came up clear again after I'd flushed it. Washed my hands and cleaned myself up at the sink before heading back out there again. As I exited the bathroom, I was greeted by a lady and a gentleman standing right in front of me. Oh, goodness, you startled me. I'm so sorry. I apologize for the wait. Please, go ahead. Oh, that's quite alright. I just wanted to fix my makeup before we headed out for dinner. Will you be joining us too? Huh? Sorry, in the service there with us. Everyone was invited to come join us for dinner after. Sorry for appearing rude, but who are you anyways? You're not some kind of crasher, right? No, totally not the case. At least not this time. Huh? What do you mean? Are you related to the deceased? Who did you come here with? Oh, that. That's just because I'm actually just... third cousin twice removed, Reginald's girlfriend, or I was a co-worker. I mean, sure, let's go with Reginald's girlfriend. I didn't want to cause any trouble leaving the service in the middle of it. I just wasn't feeling all that great, so I took off on my own. I don't know where he is right now, but I'm sure I'm seeing him again soon, I'm sure. Oh, I see. Must be very wound up after this, then. Sorry to bother you. Oh, no, don't be sorry. It's okay. I noticed him give a weird look as we went our separate ways. As I got closer to the main hall, I could see more and more people spilling out the ends. Seemed like the service was just about over. But I couldn't just leave. There's something really weird going on here. I knew it would be connected to that coffin. The closer I got to it, the more intense that nauseating pressure felt. It felt like walls closing in on my brain. And with what happened in the bathroom earlier, I couldn't just let it go. It's not closer to the coffin. We were alone together. The pressure felt more intense than ever. Honestly, I felt like I could puke again from just standing here. It just felt so hard to focus on anything except the pressure of it all. Something was telling me what's inside. I don't know if it's a body. I hardly think properly. All my brain could tell me was that something else was in there. No one else is around, right? Maybe I could just see inside. All I need is one quick glance. Then maybe my mind will be at ease. Reach my arm towards the coffin, and... Of course we get interrupted. Ah, there you are. Reginald? Did you get lost? I noticed you run off earlier. Is everything alright? Oh, actually, I'm not alright. Oh? What's wrong? I don't know. Just started feeling really sick today. All woozy and dizzy. And my head feels like it's throbbing. I don't know why. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Would you like me to drive you home? Oh, that... No, it's okay. Are you sure? How are you going to get home then? No, it's fine. I'll be fine. Absolutely. Because you don't sound all that okay. I think I just need to lie down somewhere. I can get to the bus stop or Bladdy's place. Wait. Actually, I'm sorry to intrude, but do you think I can lie down at your place for a little while? I think I'll be okay to go home after I just rest a little somewhere. Yes, of course. Yeah, let's get you out of here. And it would have been nice to have slept here in this place so we could find out who this person was. Reginald and I quickly and quietly exited the church together. Even though we were getting further from the coffin, the immense pressure I felt from standing next to it didn't seem to fade away. Okay, well, I guess it's following me here, then. In fact, it always seemed to be getting worse. Yeah, like, because I'm next to Reginald, you know, regardless of my distance from it. I felt bad, a little weird, about going to Reginald's place like this. But it seemed like it was my only choice. But it was fine. I had my phone on me too if I needed it. In case of an emergency. I just really needed to lie down somewhere. Not necessarily asleep, but just lie down. I crawled to Reginald's car with him. It smelled like one of those old pine air fresheners. But there wasn't any hanging from his rearview mirror. Don't worry, Mary. We'll be there soon. Don't be afraid to ask for anything on the way either. You really are starting to look sick. Don't know what he meant by that. Didn't really have the energy to ask about it. What around me felt like it was spinning. Hoped that I wouldn't throw up in Reginald's car. I could just wind down a window and just duck out the side. And just hope that it doesn't hit any cars behind us. I really hope I wouldn't need to go to the hospital, anything like that. Probably should have paid more attention on the drive to Reginald's apartment, but in the state I was in, it was very hard to. Nothing really looked quite as it should. Everything we passed just seemed to meld together into shapes. It was killing me. Don't remember how long we drove for. I just remembered Reggie was parking his car and helping me out the other side. She definitely looks like she is on the verge of death. Let me lean against his shoulder as he brought me in through the front door. The elevator's broken, so we're gonna have to take the stairs. Hope that's alright. That's fine. Won't be that long, okay? Just a little further. Joe brought me to the stairs and helped me up them one by one. Somehow it felt like the most difficult task in the world. Like I couldn't even focus moving my own 2 feet. Didn't understand anything that was happening. I really just need to lie down. As we ascended the stairs, I heard someone else coming down from the upper floor. Didn't think much of it, till they stopped us on one of the landings. Wait, this is the girl that we saw back at the church. Reginald, there you are. Sorry, you need to get out of the way. Please, I'll be really quick. you see I'm busy right now? Come on, you can't tell me you didn't notice it too. When I try to talk to Miss Sherwood about it, she doesn't even answer me. Have you heard anything from her? Maybe she was mad Elme, I told you I am busy. Kindly move out of the way. Now. I felt a shove past the poor lady. I felt bad for her, but also felt as though I could barely walk anymore. Really hoped I wouldn't throw up again. Yeah, I think we got more pressing matters to worry about other than, throwing up. Then at some point, we were no longer on the staircase. I heard Reginald take out his keys and unlock his door. Well, we're here. I know it isn't much, but I hope it will do. But you're unwell. I shouldn't ramble. Here, why don't you lie down on the couch? Watch some TV. Watch out some tea. Maybe it will help you feel a bit better. Okay. Thank you. I was collapsed on this couch the second I was close to it. Don't know what was wrong with me. It could also mean that I am cursed, because, that whole symbol in the book and whatnot. Maybe Reginald did this on purpose as well. Which I don't like that. I don't like the idea that he could be behind this, but he is a very strange character, that's for sure. Just needed to relax. Try to listen to what he told me. Watch TV. Maybe if I could just distract myself like that. Reached over his coffee table and turned on the TV. Followed for the channel buttons and tried to put something calm on. Maybe a cooking show or a house show or something like that. Then I stumbled upon a channel I hadn't seen before. God. Not again. Now it's the book, now the church, and now this. Screen went all static. Yep, I am definitely cursed by something. First I thought the TV had just lost connection. But even when I fiddled with the remote, nothing changed. When I hit the power button, it did not turn off. Even though it was static, I could still hear something. I felt too dizzy, it was hard to listen. There were words. It was like I could tell. It was talking to me. Like it was trying to tell me something. But even trying my hardest, I just couldn't focus on it. As if I was in some sort of bizarre dream. It was all hazy, swirling around and around in my head. I just need to lie. Good morning, sleepyhead. Oh, well, evening, rather. Reginald? What happened? You fell asleep. What else? Must have been awfully sick. Are you feeling any better? Oh, yes, actually. I think so. Feel a little better. Head still hurts, but I wasn't anywhere near as dizzy as I was before. I'm glad your nap helped you then. Fortunately, I had to dump your tea. Got a bit too cold. I have no problem making you another cup if you'd like. Oh, that's alright. Hey, wait. The TV. Did you hear it earlier? Hear what? The TV. It's making a bunch of strange noises. How do you mean? TV was off when I came over to sit with you. Yeah, of course it was. Oh. Must have just been dreaming then. Sorry for falling asleep on the couch. I didn't mean to. Why are you apologizing? If you're feeling sick, it's quite alright. I'm sure you wouldn't let me do the same if our situations were reversed. Wait, you said good evening earlier. What time is it? Check the time. Oh goodness, it's getting so late. Was I really asleep for that long? I stood up from Reginald's couch and told him I really ought to get going. Thanked him once again for helping me so much. Of course. Hopefully we can see each other again soon. Maybe at a time when you aren't feeling so sick. Made my way quickly and carefully down the stairs, hoping to catch the next bus in time. The closer I got to the bottom, the more I started to smell. It was less than pleasant. Guess that's what a neighbor lady wanted to ask Reginald about. Reginald got pretty mad at her, didn't he? I tried not to let it affect my opinion of him too much. Well, maybe it should affect you. After all, it sounded like he was just really worried about me. If I looked as sick as I felt, then, well, I'd be worried too. Luckily, I caught the bus on time. Got on safe, walked home safe, made it home safe. And then, you know, followed my usual routine after that. I'd like to go to bed quickly tonight, if that's alright. That's alright. You are never under obligation to contact me every night. I know, but I feel like I have to. Do you? I do. Why is that? Because if I don't, I guess I'll unschedule you'll start responding. Is that so? If you disappear, I think that would be awful. You never know what happened. I see. Then I'll try not to. Did you say you'd like to go to bed quickly? Why don't you get some rest? Good night, Mary.